Hey guys, how you doing? Time for a new video. Time to answer a lot of questions. One of the biggest questions, which I'll get to in a second, is what we're going to be doing with my rig now. One of the first things that I did was put on the biggest tire that I could get for inexpensive. I used Tundra spacers on here, so those are 5x150s. Spaced out from 5x120s adapter so that I can get more choices of rims. And while I love these rims, the thing that I'm not liking is the fact that I'm running 295s. As cool as they are and as badass as this vehicle looks, with the amount of chopping that I've been doing, it's just not enough for me to want to really keep them. Plus, I'm sure I'm going to be wearing down CV axles and hubs. And I've already worn down the tires with a lot of rubbing. You can see that it's been getting chewed up running around corners. And the other thing is taking corners at 10 miles an hour, DSC is going off. And I love that grinding sound. So, you know, it's just as cool as it looks, as much as I've done to it, it's just not enough for me to want to keep them. So we are going down to 285s, basically 32s, because La Femme LR3, she's running 33s, and with the amount of chopping that she's done and rerouting the one heater line, she's loving it. She hasn't had any problems, and she gets full turn radius and no DSE problems. So I think I'm just got to follow suit. I'm going actually to 285s because I have a ton of 285s in the back. That I can throw on here. I'm going to stay with the trail grapplers because I love those tires, even though the other vehicles are running the KM3s. I also have some KM3s that I can put on there as well, but I'm going to stick with the trail grapplers. But anyways, the biggest question now is, what can I actually put on here? And as I've said before, running a spacer, because you're going to have to run a spacer anyways to get the bigger tires on there, there's other rims that you can get an option for. I hit up USA Adapters and found these. These are 5x120s to 5x4.5. And what does that mean? That means Jeeps rims are also available for me. And as you know, I always peruse OfferUp, and I found a deal that I could not pass up. Found some Methods 305 NVs, which are just awesome rims. They're about $350 a piece, and I got a set of 4 in great condition, excellent condition, for 500 bucks. So I couldn't pass it up. But here's the thing. I could run into big troubles, or not necessarily big troubles, because I just have to, you know, anyways, these are 17-inch rims. They're not 18s. And I've done some measuring, and even just visually looking how much space that I have here with the 18-inch rims, I have this feeling that the 17-inch rims are going to go on here with no problem. And I think that's going to answer a lot of questions, because I know a lot of people are actually changing to the V6 brakes that run a smaller rim from the TD-V6 and throwing 17s, and I just don't think that's necessary. This is a big, heavy vehicle, and I want the biggest brakes that I can get, especially if I'm going to be pulling a trailer behind this thing. So we are going to answer quite a few questions here. I'm going to take these things off here, take off the spacers, make sure that the new spacer fits, and before I actually spend the time and money to mount my tires, I got to make sure the rim fits. So let's get to that right now. Okay, so here are the spacers that I've got, and I did a short video on putting on spacers before, but just want to reiterate that this is something that you definitely got to take your time with. So these spacers are hub-centric and hub-centric and lug-centric. So you sort of got the best of both worlds. So you can see that the bore size here fits, and then these will center themselves also along with the lugs. So you're adding a lot of strength and stability to these things. But still, you got to take your time to make sure that the lug centrics are set and that you're going to be as balanced as possibly can be with spacers. So definitely take your time setting these up. Make sure you follow their tightening pattern. All right, guys, now we are waiting for the moment of truth. Will a 17-inch rim fit on a Land Rover LR3 V8 petrol HSC? Watch your head. Baby, baby, baby. Well, take a look at that. That is going to be awesome. Okay, so let me switch the camera around. There it is. That is a 17-inch rim on a V8 engine LR3, and look at all that room. So even, well, it would tighten up if I didn't have a spacer. The spacers here are 1.25 inches, so it actually brings it out more than the 5x150s by an inch, quarter of an inch. But even then, it still has plenty of clearance on the caliper. So I think that we are going to have zero issues running 17-inch rims, and that's going to look so sweet on my baby. There you go, guys. Hope that answers a lot of questions.